What's going on YouTube? It's your main man, King Bishop. Man, I am normally coming to you guys from either my living room or my truck. But today I'm doing a video from sunny, it's dark now, but South Beach, Miami. Right now something's going on the street. I have no clue what it is, but police have completely blocked off the road in front of my hotel. I don't know what's going on, but it's none of my business. So I wanted to make a quick video because I wanted to show people what the different side of trucking is, because everybody looks at trucking and it's really an unglorious lifestyle to a lot of people who don't know anything about trucking. But this is the other side, the trucking, the beautiful side of the trucking. I've been trucking now for a year, and trucking has transformed my life. I did it a little differently than a lot of people. I did it a lot differently, actually. And now it has started to pay off. And in my coming videos, you will see how it has paid off for me. So I kind of wanted to give y'all the video, and I wanted to talk to y'all about a subject that I know a lot of people are thinking of, because I do a lot of videos about getting into trucking and all those things. But a lot of people are asking, so how can I get into trucking? You know, what do I have to do? Well, mainly there are other sources, but there's two main ways to get into trucking. One is to go through a private school or go through a company. What do you mean? Well, I'm gonna go with the way that a lot of people get in, which is going through a major company or any company that has a CDL program. And what normally happens in those programs is you go into you get hired on by the trucking company. You usually have to have your learner's permit first, but sometimes you don't have to. And basically, they pay for your CDL schooling. They have their own school, their own instructors, their own trucks, and they put you through school at one of the terminals. And during that process, they teach you all the same things you'll learn anywhere else, which is basic maneuvering, backing, shifting, things of that nature. A lot of these places will pay you while you're going through school. They'll provide housing and things of that nature. It's a really cool deal if you cannot afford to go to a private school. The second way is the private school. I went through a private school. A private school is just like any other schooling you go to. You usually have to put a certain amount of money down, and they finance the rest of it, and you have a payment every month, or whatever, every 2 weeks or whatever it is, in order to cover your schooling. Now, for me, that down payment was about $500 or $600. My monthly payment ended up being somewhere around $160 a month, which was cool because out of that I have gained a career. I have my CDL, and no matter what, nobody can take that from me. So the differences, why I chose to go to a private school. Well, I chose to go to a private school for one main reason. Whenever you go through a trucking company, they're going to make you sign an employment contract. What do you mean? Well, they're going to tell you, okay, we'll pay for your schooling, and you won't have to pay us anything out of pocket. No deposit, no monthly payment, nothing. But they're going to make you stay employed with them for a certain amount of time before your debt will be completely repaid for school. Okay. Usually that time is somewhere between 6 months and 2 years. Mainly what I've seen is a year. You sign a year contract, you stay with that company for a year. The reason why I think that's not the best idea, because if you get in that situation where you don't like the company, you're not getting the miles, you need to get home more often, it's just not working for whatever reason, you're stuck. You're going to pay them their money. They're going to come after you. You get another job, they're going to start going after your paycheck. There are some drivers who've gotten away with bouncing out on their company that got them the CDL, but there's just as many drivers who haven't. So that's the thing I don't like about it. And also what I've seen is whenever you go through a company who pay for your CDL school, they tend to pay you less per mile starting off than they would pay a student in the same situation as you for that year time period. So in the end of the day, it kind of balances itself out. Now with the private school, a big thing is with a lot of these major companies that you go over the road with in order to get your initial experience, they have tuition reimbursement. So you may have to come up with the first $600 it takes to get into the school. But once you get into a company, most of them will cover, somewhere between $125 and $150 of your monthly payment. So at the end of the day, you really only have to come up with that initial money. Plus, once you get rolling, a lot of people worry about it. I don't need another bill, but once you get rolling, you should be able to cover that CDL school payment. Not only that, but remember, this is not like going to college where you may not enjoy your field. You may switch over, so you wasted 4 years. If you can complete a CDL program and essentially get your license will always be yours as long as you take care of it. So not only is it a change of lifestyle if you want to jump right into trucking, but it's also a very, very, very solid backup plan where as long as you can handle, maneuver, and maintain the truck safely, then you will always be able to find a way to feed your family and feed them well. So, those are the differences. As far as for me, with my process, within my first year, I jumped companies a lot. And a lot of people don't, think that was a horrible idea. And, I shouldn't have done it that way. And, even some other companies felt like I didn't show that stick-to-itiveness that it takes for them to have an employee. But I had a plan. And the plan was to only be on the road as long as I had to be. Especially as a new driver or a student, because you don't get paid any money, man. And I'm out here because of the money. Forget the truck, forget traveling, forget all of that, man. It's only about the money. It's only about the money. I love my family, I love my children, I love my wife, and all those things play a major part in the decisions I make. So if the day that trucking became an ineffective way to take care of them, I would find something else because it's about the money. Now, don't get me wrong, I love it. I love the job. I love the way I make the money, but the money is the only motivation. You see what I'm saying? And there's not a lot of places, legal hustles, that you can get into where coming out your first year you can make $40,000 or $50,000. It's just not without a college degree. It's not a lot of hustles like that legally. So for me, I'm always telling people, man, it's the best decision I ever made. So those are two ways to get in, man. And I'm always telling people, everybody talks bad about certain companies. I'm not going to name them. If you do a little bit of research on YouTube or whatever, you'll find the companies. Forget all of that. Because every company that someone talks bad about, there's 20 people that love it. For every one bad review, there's 10 good ones, man. So forget what everybody else is talking about and do what's best for you. Do what's best for you. Do what's best for your family. And at the end of the day, you won't go wrong. You may start with a company you don't gel well with. Find another company. You know why? Because no company is attached to your CDL. That CDL has your name on it, man. It has your name on it, your address, your date of birth. It's yours. So it's an effective tool. You know what I mean? It's a lifeline. You know what I mean? So don't let nobody talk to you about where you take your CDL. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody want to talk bad about certain companies. So what? What they got to do with your money? You gonna let somebody else hinder you from getting your blessings and your money because of their commentary? Now, with that being said, you do beware because there are some bad companies. Let's just be real. There's some companies not paying drivers. There's some companies that disrespect drivers. There's some companies that allow their dispatchers and their terminal managers and their fleet managers to handle drivers any way they feel is is okay, and that's not cool. Because at the end of the day, we're all adults, and we should be treated as such. Not only are we adults, but we're professionals. So as a professional, you treat one professional the same way as you would like to be treated. Because without the driver, there is no driver manager or dispatcher. There is no terminal manager. There's no fleet manager. You feel what I'm saying? We are the backbone of this country, the person who gets behind the wheel every day. Now, everybody has a job to do. You know, the dispatcher's job is important to making sure that we keep moving. But I can guarantee you that as long as they're drivers, they're going to be someone to be a driver manager. But right now, you see with the shortage of drivers how bad the country and every company is hurting. So that shows you right there that we are the essential personnel. You know, so don't get it twisted, man. This is not the unglorious profession that everyone thought it was at one point. You know, there's many ways, different avenues, different freight, all different parts of this trucking game, from local to just yard dogging to OTR to intermodal to refrigerated to flatbedding to, man, it's heavy hauling. It's thousands, I don't want to say thousands, but it's tons of different avenues of people driving, man. And so if you're looking for a change, man, and I keep telling y'all this in every video, man, do something for yourself. Do the research. And last thing I'm going to say about on this topic, if you're looking for a program through a company whom will pay for your CDL schooling, I will name a few of them. This is not in any order or from best to worst, or these are some of the ones that I can think of right now off the top of my head. I know that Celadon is one of the companies. Not only Celadon, but I believe Western Express will. CR England is another company that will pay for CDL training and pay you while you're in school. Man, there's tons of companies. And the best way to find some of those companies, for me, like I tell you all the time, go to Craigslist, go to your city and state. Once you go there, go to jobs. Once you go to jobs, go to transport. And you'll see it. CDL schooling. Swift is another company. CDL schooling at no cost. No money down to start. We'll train you. You see all those posts. Read them. Once you read those posts, call the company. Find out all those things. How long is the school? Where's the school at? Will I be paid while I'm in school? Once I complete school, how long do I have to work for the company before my debt will be paid for CDL schooling? How much will my pay be once I finish school? And once how does my pay raise? What's the increase? Find out all those things, man, and compare the companies. And you'll see the difference. You'll see the difference in the companies. You'll see the difference in the quality of answers. And once you start asking specific questions, you'll find out who the real fake and fugazi companies are based on their unwillingness to answer those deep questions that they're not expecting someone to ask who doesn't have a CDL. Be informed, people. That's what this is. This is an informative blog. I don't know everything, but for the stuff I do know, I want to be able to pass it on to you because somebody had to teach me. It's your main man, King Bishop, checking in from sunny South Beach, Miami, celebrating my 1-year anniversary. And man, listen, like I always tell you, like, comment, subscribe. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know you're paying attention. Give me some topics, man, and I'll try my best to get the videos done and get them done quickly so that, you can get the information you need to move forward. And last but not least, please stay tuned because in the next week I have a major surprise for all the people that keep up with me. So God bless y'all. Y'all be easy. Peace.